Okay.
Friends, welcome to Battletech Solaris Nights, episode 84. Adam Knight versus Chime. Adam, it's been a tumultuous time. What do you have going on with yourself? Let me ask, before anything else, did you attend the Christmas Day party hosted by the Hillbilly?
If I was invited, I absolutely went.
Everyone was invited. Did you bring anyone with you?
I don't think I have anyone to bring with me.
My God, listen, this is the thing about our Solaris Nights characters, is that they don't have any fucking friends. The only people they know are people that they work with and other gladiators. So again, it's just people that they work with. Big Tony Bertoli is like the only friend that several people have in this table. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. You have to expand your horizons. But all right. The Hillbilly's good. The Hillbilly's friends with everybody. Again, mostly gladiators, but no one to take with you to the Christmas Day party. All right. Look, you know how it feels being judged by your coworkers when you... Oh, my God. The emails and the text messages are... It's 7 o'clock in the evening. What is happening? You know, it literally always happens as soon as I start recording. And I thought, there's no way it could happen because I never record at 7 o'clock at night. This is the barrier zone. And yet, it's like they smell it.
Yeah.
All right.
They get together, they take shifts of binoculars. Like, oh, yep, nope, looks like he's recording. Everyone hit send.
You know what it's like being judged by family and friends for not having a partner when you're at a Christmas party, quite literally.
Yeah.
You know, there's always those sad looks and not so quiet whispers like, oh, I was really hoping to have grandkids one day.
Boy, you're really hitting my real life right now.
I know. Listen, I'm drawing from personal experience on this one.
But yeah, he recognizes the looks.
You know, pretty much almost everybody's attending. Big Tony Bertoli's there as well. Zhang Kunfei, who is, of course, Cosmo's boss, possibly girlfriend, co-owner of a lobster.
I assume probably the most intimidating presence in the room.
Zhang Kunfei? I mean, it depends on what you're intimidated by, right?
Well, that's fair.
Some people would be way more intimidated about Seth, since he's a techno-barbarian from beyond the edge of the inner sphere who kills people regularly. Some would be more intimidated by Hunter McGregor, who literally kills gladiators left and right all the time. Like, Zhang Kunfei, sure, she's a girl boss or girl CEO or, you know, absolute yes queen, but, you know, these guys, you're in a room full of people who kill people for a living, so you kill people for a living.
It certainly have.
How intimidated of her are you? You know, like, I don't know. I mean,
he's not intimidated by her, but I was just wondering about the general climate. I don't kill people
for a living, so I don't know what people who kill people for a living feel intimidated by. I assume they're intimidated by larger guns. You know what I mean? Like, you look at a tank and you're like, I wish I had a tank. I'm real scared of tanks now. I don't know. This joke is not going well.
Is there anything special about this party, or?
It's a Christmas party.
Okay.
The Hillbilly's trying to do the ugly sweater thing.
Oh, okay. I'll come in an ugly sweater.
Yeah, how ugly? What is your version of ugly sweater?
It's gonna be a whole bunch of like, it's gonna be wool. It'll be knit. There'll be a bunch of different, obviously mismatching colored geometric shapes on it, and there'll be like the upper part of a skeleton throwing finger guns, and underneath it it'll say "want a bone." That's his sweater.
You're right. That is fucking ugly.
And the skull will be like its own knit to it. So every time he moves, the skull's bouncing around.
You are approached by Arabic man.
Mm-hmm.
olive skin, brown hair, gold jewelry everywhere, WWW3 on a gold chain studded with diamonds, and a manservant behind them. He is wearing a golden toga. And when you look at it, you're pretty sure that's not gold coloration. You're pretty sure that gold flakes were sewn into the toga.
Wow.
Slaps you on the shoulder, and he goes, "Ah, my friend, Adam Harley from beyond the periphery. Yes, I am Osman Aslan, Prince."
Oh, Prince of what?
Prince of a whole planet, you know. Several planets, you know, when we get up to it. Like your people, you know, it's happening where I come from.
Yeah. Is it is and he'll gesture at the toga. Is that earned or inherited?
What do you mean? Is this earned or inherited?
I mean,
I don't understand.
I mean, are you ruling as a prince? Or are you or is there a ruler over you?
Listen, my friend, I rule. Oh, I rule everything. I rule to the left. I rule to the right.
Why aren't you a king?
Oh, my father, he is the ruler, you know, the top ruler.
Ah, I see. So your father is the king, but you're the power?
Oh, look, I am powerful, but I wouldn't say that I am the power. Look, can anyone said to be the power? You know, Natasha Kerensky, she was very powerful, dead.
Well, I mean, power by nature is always moving around. You got to take it when you can.
Look, how many people do you know that have a solid gold plated urban mech? That is true power. The power to do extremely stupid shit and get away with it with no consequences. That is power, my friend. I would think you understand that of all. We are in the same line of business, are we not?
I was about to say that as soon as you said that, we are of the same mind.
Of course. Look, stupid people, they have things. It is not a crime to recover them for the purposes of society and civilizations. If they are mismanaging what they have, shouldn't the truly powerful redistribute it? And are they not worthy of a cut of the proceeds?
I mean, you know, if you've got the best idea and you've got the strength to exercise your best idea, it's for the benefit of everyone.
You and I, we are like kings on this planet. A planet filled with tiny minds who only see the holovision screens. I think that you and I, we could do a lot here to revitalize the industries that we are a part of. Do some corporate raiding, do some actual raiding. No, bring him a bottle of my special wine. His manservant turns to leave.
There's certainly, I've been trying to get a lay of the land and get an idea of the opportunities.
Let me cut you in on something real quick, okay?
Okay.
The spaceport around here, they let people move mechs in and out of it relatively quickly. A lot of exits and entrances. Not a lot of good bolt holes. People store all sorts of material there. Prototypes, arms and armor, new mechs. There's not a lot of security that, you know, watches these facilities. And the public security is what I would call underpaid and understaffed. You know, I'm just saying. If two truly bad dudes were to get down with it, there is a lot of material that could be acquired very quickly with low risk.
I see you do have an eye for opportunity.
I do indeed.
Adam is he definitely looks very interested in this conversation.
He just continues doing the Gwent nod with you until Noah returns and pours you both dark black wine. It's almost Icarus, actually. Looks disgusting.
Is it disgusting?
Are you going to take a sip of it? He goes ham on it. He's just like gloop, 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 gloop.
Well, I mean, as soon as he starts drinking it, I'll try it.
Perfect. Yeah, it's, you know what? It does not have the kind of texture that you might enjoy. It's like it's slow moving, but it's kind of good in its own way. It's a little spicy, a lot of sweet. Definitely has a sort of aged flavor to it. A hint of nuts.
Where'd this come from?
Oh, this came from my home planet.
Well, it's definitely a unique taste. I haven't had anything like this before.
Oh, I appreciate that. You know, there's a lot of unique things you can find on the periphery. I'm sure you know that as well as I do.
Oh, absolutely. I think there's a lot of people who've been here for a long time and think this is full of that this is where everything's at, but they don't have an understanding of the different kinds of things that you can find in the periphery.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to remember what fucking planet this guy's from, and apparently I didn't write it down, but I mentioned it in a previous episode. So I don't want to go against it. You know what I mean? I don't want to unwrite something that already exists, but I honestly can't find it in my notes. YouTube comment section, help me out here. Anyway, back to making things happen. Look, if you need more time to think about this, please take some time to think about this. But if you're interested in making a lot of extra money and acquiring rare artifacts, let's do this.
Yeah, I'm very interested in hearing more about your thoughts and plans.
He has
Perhaps this
Nor
isn't
hand you his business card.
We'll get in touch after the party. More appropriate setting.
Okay.
Time to be a pirate.
I just want you to put an eye patch on one of your mechs. You do that thing where you go around the corner, you take off the eye patch, and the police are like, "What? He disappeared! Where could he be in the crowd?" There's only one mech walking across an open plaza, and they're like, "I don't see him."
Oh, man.
Look how low video games has brought us. This is where we're at now. Assassin's Creed jokes.
No, I'll just jump into a cart or hide in some hay. It'll be fine.
Oh, boy. Hiding some hay. All right. Anything else you want to accomplish at this party?
I kind of want to get like he's being very friendly with people. Like he greets pretty much anybody that walks by except Seth and the Hell's Horses kid.
Alex. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He won't say anything to them. But he'll walk around, he'll say hi to a lot of people, but he's really just sort of trying to get sees this as an opportunity to see how other people are interacting with each other, and he's looking for anything notable.
Anything notable?
I mean, he's
I don't
sort
know
of
that there's
people
any
watching,
hidden currents in these waters right now, although Alex Hellscourses does call you a bitch. You try to avoid him.
That's fine. I don't acknowledge him at all.
All right. I don't know that there's any hidden depths to be plumbed here. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, almost no one has any relationships with anyone. So
Yeah.
there's nothing. Zuri, I guess. Have you met her yet?
Once, yeah.
All right, Zuri is less alcoholic than normal on a holiday, which is pretty unusual. Other than that, people are just getting to know other people in the company and trying to avoid the hawkish glare of Zhang Kunfei, who disappears with Elizabeth Carmelian briefly. Apparently to talk about business merger.
That's interesting. I guess I'll go like I guess I'll go try to talk to Zuri.
All right. Suri is muttering quietly about how she wishes Saya was here when you approach, and then she turns. Oh, Adam Knight, how are you doing today on this Christmas day?
Well, it's Christmas. I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm spending it. I mean, it's nice to see that there's at least some sort of like get together here, especially since not a lot of us have, family here, or if we haven't been here for a while, not really a whole lot established elsewhere. It's nice to have somewhere to spend Christmas.
This stable is relatively tame. You can find a lot of Solaris gladiators who would be destroying hotel rooms last night and waking up in a destroyed hotel room in about 2 hours. I kind of expected that out of you, actually. After we talked, you seem to have gone full piratical. Bad guy.
Yeah, we talked about a choice, and I figure, I made one. And I think it was, and I appreciate the talk. I mean, it's not like there's any doubt that you're good at your job, but it was nice to have things like, that set in perspective so I could, make a choice. I was floundering a little bit. I appreciated your help.
Okay. You seem to have stepped into the role pretty well. What were you talking with Osman about?
I mean, we're both in the periphery. Want to talk about where we were from?
I got to tell you, I have an eye for talent. You should not be associating with that kid. He is going nowhere.
He certainly he certainly thinks he is. That's
well, I heard some rumors from his servants that his dad dumped him here with a pile of money to let him get himself killed.
I can't say I'm unfamiliar with that.
Better just let him kill himself with a small pile of gold rather than use up the entire treasury of a nation.
I don't really know anything about his family. Do you know if he's got
yes, I know exactly what planet he's from and the entire royal family from there. And just as soon as I remember which planet it is, I'll tell you.
Does he have siblings?
He has plenty of siblings. Most of them have much more power than he does. You notice he only came here with one manservant?
Yeah.
Several of his others have, basically legions. I don't think I have to tell you that in the periphery, employment status is a little bit different than more centralized spaces.
Yeah, that's, something I've sort of run into, but this is the first time I've really lived it.
So, I'm just giving you a friendly heads up. As far as I can tell, Osman's going nowhere. No talent, no skill, and his money's going to run out sooner rather than later. You're better off not associating with him.
Thanks for the heads up.
She gives you a nod and salutes you with her drink before wandering off.
Okay.
You're like, no, but wait, I wanted to talk to you more.
Yeah, I totally got dodged. I'm not going to make it weird. I don't think there's anybody else in particular that I'm looking to have a conversation with. I'm just trying to be friendly and.
What happens after Christmas?
I figure since I've spent time out on the fighting the clans, I probably had some vague idea that Seth is basically like dead to them and free reign to kill on sight, basically.
Yeah, so there isn't really a strict KOS order, but there is like a planetary security notification that's being passed to all gladiators about potential tension and conflict between clan warriors. It specifically calls out Seth as being the target of this, and that if you are in a situation where violence breaks out and Seth is nearby, that it is planetary security's recommendation you leave the area immediately after summoning authorities.
Okay.
It doesn't like very clearly say do not intervene, right? But you know, like
you could,
you
could also just leave.
Yeah, it doesn't right. It doesn't order gladiators to not get involved, but
Right.
there probably is like they attach an addendum of like the laws for unauthorized firing of mech level weaponry in and around arenas and or transport to and from arenas and or at the spaceport and or at a barracks. You know, like it's a long ass document that specifically covers what happens if a fight brings out between two gladiators, and it's not good. Like both of their licenses will get pulled. It's the same shit that happened with Seth and Omega before. Yeah. Same thing that happened to Cal Yu. Like but like there's a level of severity to this. You know, between Cal Yu, right? It was somebody got stabbed. In this, there's like a grim everyone between Seth and the clans will be killed.
Well, our compound is large enough. That's why we all live here. That it's a full
Correct.
compound, right?
You no longer live at the spaceport. You have your own compound, still in the international zone, quite close to the spaceport. But yes, it is a secure facility. You do have something passing security guards, but it's people to keep random fans from walking into the mech bay and getting stepped on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tour guides.
So
Look,
I think
when they
after
assign
reading
security,
this,
they don't assign it to the facility. They assign it to the gladiators. Nobody's gonna steal a mech in the middle of Solaris City and get away with it. But if you shoot a gladiator and they're dead, that could change the betting pool and obviously employment status quite a lot.
how is our personal security then?
Well, you're no Kyle Morgan, but if you request security, Apex Dragons will provide it with you. If you have a reason to suspect that you need more security, they will give you a more serious team.
No, I think Adam's going to start up a habit now.
Going outside alone, unarmed, in an Apex Dragons t-shirt that says "I hate the clans."
Tempting, very tempting, but no. He's going to he's going to be armed all the time. He always is, but he's going to start up a routine after dark of picking different times for different lengths of times to have like nightly walks around the compound.
Ooh, okay.
Since given his life experience, he is a strong believer in the potential for collateral. So he wants none of that, and B, if clanners decide to break into the compound, he feels like there might be a legal kerfuffle, but he doesn't feel like he'll go to prison for killing clanners trying to kill them. So
Can you make a research check real quick?
let's see, that's instinct, right? Yeah. Whoa, why is it not? Here we go.
Weird laugh.
Don't suck. That's an 8.
Okay. You gain 1 stress, and you can ask 1 question about Clan Jade Falcon's security perimeter in regards to Apex Dragons. Open-ended. Ask any question you want.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, because he's fought Jade Falcon before, and they're not going to roll out of their zone in battle next to come attack the compound. If they did, they'd have way bigger problems. But the idea of like bondsmen and elementals, that seems to be a lot more realistic. So I guess my question would be, um, he wants to look at the compound as he's doing his walks, and he's trying to be mindful of, based on the tactics that he's seen and the capabilities he's seen, um, how can he how can he give himself an advantage against what he sees as what could be likely to try to get into the compound to attack Seth and maybe hurt other people.
You know from experience that you've heard stories from Clan Jade Falcon prisoners that reconnaissance is not a strength of the clans. Intelligence gathering, any sort of level of trickery, not really clan-like. We're on the same page right now?
Yeah.
Clan Jade Falcon is built differently. They have always held a strong edge in reconnaissance. Maybe not like the wolves, who are, protagonists, but Clan Jade Falcon maintains a watch post on the Smoke Jaguar homeworld of Huntress called Ironhold. And that is where they send their elementals to get watch training. So their job is to sneak as far down Ironhold as they have bargained for control of that day, and set up a listening post to check all the signals coming in and out of Huntress, out of the capital city, to basically do, it's almost inner sphere level special forces intelligence gathering. And the Jade Falcons have been doing this for decades. So almost all their elementals are pretty well trained at doing this. And what I'm telling you right now is that they always operate from the highest point of viewership in the area. So what you can do to prepare for a possible elemental reconnaissance team is to figure out what the highest point in the local area is and be on the lookout for elementals popping up there.
Okay. Well, what are the highest points of elevation around the compound?
Well, when you go to find one, you definitely find a nest of 3 elementals up there, looking at you, looking at them.
Oh boy.
Well, see, what I like is you perfectly broke it down, and you were like, it's probably elementals. I was like, he's right, it is elementals. You fucking got it before he didn't even use a question to ask it. He knew what it was. You haven't even read the book Freebirth, so you don't even know about all that other intelligence gathering crap.
No, which made my question valuable, because that's what I needed to know. So
yeah, that was a fucking excellent question to ask. Yes. You have located, it's probably like a still being built skyscraper. You know what I mean? Like 30% of the windows are in, but it's in like a striation, so it's like a ribbon that goes up the side of the building. And the top of it has been turned into a casual looking bunker that will allow an elemental to just pop his head and missile ports over the top and use his visor to scan downwardly, and it would look like he was a part of like rebar and wreckage up there from a distance. Their armor has been repainted to match the coloration of this building, and it kind of looks like they've just fucking punched a hole through the central, what will one day be an elevator shaft, and they just use their immense strength, jumping legs, and jetpacks to just fly, in parts, right? Like they jump up to a floor, then they jump up to, 50 floors higher, then they jump again. That sort of deal. So they enter covertly from underground and arrive up here. You get all of that real quick. Maybe you're in like a helicopter. You're like, I don't know, what's the highest point of view around here? And you get them from above, and you're like, oh shit, are they down there? I don't know why I only needed one. Okay, apparently you're Dragon Ball Z with a power level scouter. I see them.
Let me put my scouter on.
Listen, Ludeman can confirm this. I've been looking to get a power level scouter for one of my shows.
Nice.
I can find them on Etsy, but they're all like the 3D printed files. I can't find somebody who's actually made one that can sell it to me.
So when I see them, like I see them looking right back at me, like, "What's up, bro?" Okay.
One of them has like they have like enhanced optics suite that they've attached to the front of their elemental visor. And he just points up at you, and like all three elementals turn upwardly, and you can see that they're casually pointing their machine gun arms and 6 SRM missiles at you.
I'm like in the side of the helicopter looking through, and I'm just like,
Their chatter to each other is probably just like, not the first helicopter we've seen today. What hand gesture did that guy just make? I think he noticed us. Is that a news helicopter? I don't fucking know. How the fuck does Inner Sphere work, man? I just want to go back to Ironhold.
let's report on this hand signal. Most research must be done.
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, listen, the clans have
the misinformation campaign begins.
No. Listen, so, right, the warrior cast reports on that kind of stuff to the scientist cast, so they probably fill out a scientist cast form, and then like 50 dudes are in a room together. They're just like, all right, let's break down what this hand symbol could mean. They all break into their specialities. One of them's just like, could it have a biological component to it?
I love this.
Yep. Somebody's doing the math of like the angles of your hand, and does it spell out a message? Is it a secret communication? Do you want to surrender? Yep. This is clan thinking. All right. You found the elemental nest.
Well, I'm not telling anyone in the stable about this yet.
Okay, because they've been here for, a couple of days. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed obvious to me that there's been enough work done that they've definitely been established. It's also been a little bit since Seth's match too, so.
Yeah.
So at this point, Adam is assuming and feels safe in assuming that there will be an attack at some point.
Maybe like some sort of group-wide mission that we'll all call as many pilots for towards the end of the season. Maybe something like that, you think? Could that be it? Could that happen? Yeah.
That'd be wild.
Could be.
Unheard of.
It's possible. Gonna let that sword of Damocles hang overhead for a bit.
All right.
I like how you're not telling anybody, though.
Well, I mean,
I would love for later on for Elizabeth to come back and be like, there's an attack coming. We're being watched. And you're just like, oh, yeah. You mean everybody didn't know about that? I found that in my free time.
Yeah. I got real bored, borrowed a helicopter. You guys didn't? Really? All right. So Jade Falcon Elemental team in a partially built skyscraper, intel gathering, and hive firing positions. Also well trained. Okay.
Oh.
I mean, that's important to know for sure.
Sure. I can understand why you'd think that. Anything else you want to do?
He's going to spend some time outside of the compound. Not trying to get up to anything weird or spooky, but to I mean, it's a big city. It's a new thing for him. I mean, nothing out where he grew up was anywhere near this big, and spending time on the front was a lot more rubble than cities. So he's gonna do the country boy exploring a city thing.
I want to imagine that this involves Osmond in a stretch limo with you, while like a synth version of Let's Groove Tonight is playing, and it's like a half-second clip of the two of you wearing one outfit out the top of the limo. Then you've changed outfits. Then you have different drinks. Then you both have bows for some reason. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. The location in the background is changing as well all the time. You're just visiting. Like, have you ever been to Vegas?
Yes.
Okay. You know those fucking roller coasters that are inside the casinos? I assume that there's that. Like, there's the two of you on a roller coaster in a casino, right? You go to see a gladiator match in person in like box ticket seats. Actually, it might even just be you might be at Cosmo's match yesterday. You
Sure.
know what I mean? Yeah. Like the two, like he just fucking goes wild, and he pays for everything.
Okay. There's no fight from Adam there.
So, you know,
And
Solaris City, each district is strongly culturally tied. Even more, like, if you went to any planet in the Federated Suns beyond New Avalon, right, it would have a certain culture to it, indicative of that planet, and like a bit of Federated Suns culture, right? On Solaris, it's distilled. It's literally pure Federated Suns. There's no local grape harvest festivals. It's pure New Avalon. When you go to the Lyran region, it's Tharkad. It's literally little Tharkad. And not like, oh, there's a Chinatown in my area. It's literally like, hey, half the population of Tharkad moved into this area. And each of those districts, Montenegro, Silesia, all have their own security forces belonging to that nation. So even though it's on a Lyran planet and it's, in a Lyran city, each of those sub-districts is considered to be the sovereign territory of the rulership. So as you pass through the different districts, you're basically like, when he stops to like go get curry when he's in the Capellan Confederation district, it is like authentic Indian curry, right? We're not talking like something that was shipped to America and then turned into curry, like what's the chicken tikka marsala? It's literally like some grandmother on the side of the river spent all day cooking this, and she pours it out, and you're like, holy shit, this is great. All right, you get the pure essence of each nation that you've never been to any of them. You're from the periphery.
Yeah.
So you go to Germany town, you go to British French place, you go to, there's 3 different versions of Chinatown in this one, and they all hate each other. You go to the Merrick land, and it's literally like you landed somewhere in what's the country from Marvel? Sokovia, right? It's just a generic Middle Eastern dialed up to 11. Someone outside the vehicle is just like, Baba Yaga is nearby. Oh, for some reason, each of the Solaris is many nations all in one. So yeah, you get the Disneyland grand tour of the Matterhorn and several different other countries.
Yeah, I think the other thing is like he'll enjoy getting, having all the expensive stuff paid for and getting sort of the high life view.
Yeah.
But he also wants to spend time, like he's gonna like put on a ball cap, wear different clothes than he normally does. And I guess for now to start, he's gonna try to spend more time in like the Combine area.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
Okay,
and you're going to
he's looking to like volunteer to help with certain things and whatever. Like he's gonna go try to find a volunteer opportunity to do incognito, and he's genuinely curious to learn about the Combine.
Okay, so the Combine district is, I think, called Kobe, and their arena is called Ishiyama Iron Mountain. I mean, I'm not going to say there's not charitable opportunities while you are here, but the thing to recognize about the Combine is it's technically like a workers' union that is under the rule of a dragon god.
Yeah.
So citizens are expected to volunteer their time voluntarily. But if you wanted to get in on some of the Christmas cleanup crews, right? So here's the thing about the Combine. Santa Claus is technically illegal, but he is recognized as an avatar of the coordinator. It's technically just one more guise of the great god of dragons.
Okay.
It's very Hindu in that way.
Yeah.
which is no surprise since the Hindu religion is strongly based in the Combine. That said, the local police, who are called Candy Stripers for their unusual outfits, would love to get all of this, pagan crap out of their lawn. And so if you wanted to volunteer to help bring city Christmas lights down and sweep up party confetti and that kind of shit, they would accept you.
Yeah,
Want to
he wants to do
infiltrate
that.
the local civilian government.
He's he's looking to use the opportunity to meet and greet people and learn more about the Combine through exposure. And he's also gonna try to go through a couple restaurants to find something that this is my regular place. Like, I really liked the food there, and start up a habit of going there. And the whole time he spends out there is an attempt to be incognito.
I finally found that in my local area. We got like 5 sushi places and several other restaurants, but I like sushi quite a bit. This place has a drive-through pickup window, and it doesn't do the best sushi. I would actually say out of the 5, it has the worst sushi, but its other dishes are fantastic, and it has the best miso soup by far. So I go there. They call me by name now. The first time they did it, I said, I'm never going back again. I don't want to be recognized as a regular customer of an establishment. I'll return in 6 months once you've had employee turnover. But yeah, I don't know. I just like it a lot.
Really? There was a place, there was a restaurant that I went to. It was a Korean restaurant in Maryland when I lived there. And we went there for years. We were on like a first name basis with the whole staff. We'd sit down. They knew what our order was. We gave each other gifts. Like, it was great. I really enjoyed it. I don't know.
I can't.
I like that regular status.
I can't even begin to do regular status. That's so weird to me.
Yeah, that's going to be his continuing off-compound efforts.
Okay, interesting. You decided to make friends. What happens when people ask you questions like, "Hey, don't you look like that guy I saw on TV the other day?"
I think his strategy is trying to do the playoff. Like, I mean, what would the chances be? I'm not that guy. Come on.
I just have a familiar face.
Yeah. I mean, I know I don't look like other people around here. It's, that's fine. I forgive you.
No. Look. Considering it was written in the 80s and the number of Confederacy references, Battletech has always strongly said that anybody anywhere can look like anything. It's been 1,000 years. All the ethnic groups have been mixed up. Yes, there is a strong Japanese core to the Draconis Combine, but they've even given examples of, like, this guy is a red-headed rabbi, and he's a member of the Draconis Combine, and nobody looks twice at him.
Okay. But
you're right. You don't look exactly like the people around here, right? But it has nothing to do with your skin tone and everything to do with your manners.
Yeah, like he acts different. Not have
he
the culturally
different. Ingrained. Well, I mean, again, it's Solaris. People dress like freaks here.
Yeah.
You don't act like them. You don't have the automatic deference. You don't bow your head to people. You don't know the language. Like, there are plenty of signs that say you're an outsider, not just from this planet, but from this culture. And they don't shun you for it, but they also don't, like, you're not in the in crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, he'll play off like no. I mean, I'm definitely not that guy. I hear that sometimes. Maybe we look kind of similar. I don't know.
Occasionally, there are really racist guys say, "Well, all of you look the same,"
And he does try to make a concerted effort to try to learn how to be polite.
All right. I mean, it'll take you years, but you gotta get started somewhere. This is when we show up in season 3 and you're just like, no, Hunter, you have to put the chopsticks in the chopstick holder.
But
you can't just lay them on the plate.
like he is earnestly trying to learn, and he's hoping that the effort is noticed. So, but yeah, that's what he's getting up to.
Ooh. What about that interview?
I guess I'm ready to go to the interview.
You know, part of me wants to just have William be in full combine dress just for irony, but that doesn't make any sense, so I'll skip it.
We found you. Didn't take long.
What would he wear in a post-Christmas environment? I feel like he's got on a puffer jacket and like ski pants. It's all pure white and like white gloves.
Mm-hmm.
It very much looks like someone who just got off of the mountain. He just got off the powder, bro.
Okay.
You know, see, I just want to keep derailing this as much as possible. I'm still getting messages. I've seriously gotten 15 Discord messages since we started.
Oh wow.
And 2 more emails in regards to my shows. It's unusual. I got a message from Stonar. He got to the episode that had the opponent named Mr. Refreshing, and he was like, Arthur, you're just playing me when I was 20. You know, he was just like, yeah, bro, good vibes. Here, take my energy crystal. You remember
fantastic.
that? Oh,
yeah.
God.
I really enjoyed that
I was
character.
channeling somebody I knew in college, so.
I really enjoyed that character.
I'd love for an opportunity for him to come back, but you know, once somebody wins and doesn't lose, there's no chance for under the new system for someone to catch up with them. So
I was a little sad that didn't end up becoming like a recurring character through friendship or something, you know?
yeah, well, unfortunately, Varen doesn't like making friends. He only likes making bodies.
Yeah.
You know, it amazes me that he won the first Patreon vote and then has not gotten anywhere close to winning since then. What happened to him? He was the one.
You were the chosen one.
He was the chosen one. Then he decided to go mafia, and everyone was like, "Nope, nope. This shrimp is bad." Okay. William claps his hands in front of you and says, "Adam Knight, thank you for joining me once again throughout our end of year competition. Today, you'll be facing down with Chime, a warrior from the Jade Falcon clan. Now, you have previously indicated strong anti-clan tendencies."
Yeah. I feel like that's a polite understatement.
As you may know, Chime is a recent arrival on planet who has brutally surpassed you and several other gladiators. Unfortunately, after losing her last match, her rank 74 is now open to you. How do you intend to go into today's match?
Well, so it's something that I learned about fighting clanners. It's that they're brutal, and the way to fight them is to match that brutality.
So are you saying no surrender?
No.
Our sources are reporting that your mech bay is currently being investigated by the Solaris referees, as per usual, and that there may be a mech that we have not seen before in the stall. Can you give us any comment on what's going on there?
I'll leave specifics until the day of the match, but what I will say as a little hint is that I do have a personal battle mech that I brought back with me from the lines, and it may look familiar to a different clan than I'll be fighting today.
Now, you're talking about your time when you were fighting with the Northwind Highlanders, correct?
Yeah.
So the only clan you could be talking about is Smoke Jaguars.
Well, it's part of my time I spent with fighting the smoke jaguars with them. When I first got to the area, I took some really short-term, high-risk contracts against the smoke jaguar.
How did those work out for you?
I'm alive, barely, but alive.
You feel that your days as a mercenary have prepared you better for the match that you're about to encounter? Or could your battlefield tendencies lead you to disaster in this gladiatorial arena?
Well, I think that experience is experience fighting this. I mean, I feel like this experience has prepared me to fight this kind of opponent. I've seen many people head on out thinking that they were ready to face that sort of brutality, and they just weren't ready for it. I've already faced it.
Let's bring the conversation to a better note, a quieter note at the very least. How was your Christmas?
I had a great time.
Oh, well, that's good to hear. You are a new arrival here, so.
I am. And I can't say enough good things about working for Apex Dragons. I mean, some people like myself haven't been here very long. Our family's not here, just starting to get established. But it seems like there's a sense of community in Apex Dragons. So, I mean, they made sure that nobody was alone for Christmas, which not everyone can say.
I think I've previously asked you about your relationship with Seth.
A little bit.
Beyond people that you fought with, like Adam Kasecki and Hunter McGregor, who else in your stable would you say you're close to?
Well, I think I've got some promising friendships that have started. It's been a real pleasure getting to know some of the people here, and I think for the most part, the hires have been people that I respect.
But no one in particular.
No, not anybody in particular. Not right now.
Okay. Are you willing to guarantee victory today?
Oh, please. This will not be the first Falcon I've dropped.
No, I'm asking out of character. Is there anyone you wanted to guarantee victory for?
Ooh.
Yeah. Great question.
Yeah. I would like to guarantee to whoever has spent the most wealth on me publicly at the time.
I don't know who that is. I don't keep those records.
I know. And the recent Mech purchase was anonymous, right?
Yeah, but we both know who did it.
I mean, we do, but I don't think my character does.
Okay.
So I will guarantee for Ruin Industrial, since they are currently they have spent the most wealth on me that I know of.
Ruin, man. Ruin is, what's amazing is the more money they spend, the more money they make back. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Cycle. All right, let's move to the battlefield. Today, you will be facing Chime or her Turkina Prime. 2 LRM-15s, 2 AR-PPCs, 2 LD-5 ACs with slug and cluster, just in case you didn't think it was good enough to face you.
Alrighty then. Well, this will be a thing.
It will be a thing. This is one of the Falcon's newest war machines. In fact, this might be one of the only ones in the Inner Sphere's hands. That's just to say, on the Inner Sphere side of the border.
Right.
Also, looks suspiciously a lot like the one that tried to kill Hunter, or tried to kill Seth a couple of days ago.
So strange.
Yep. I wonder if that could be related somehow. You are bringing out your new alternative mech choice, correct?
Yes.
Your anti-clan clan mech. Why don't you tell us more about it?
I mean, are we doing the intro to the field?
Please do.
Okay. Um, so it'll be I would like for it to be walked out with a drape over the top of it. Like a 100-ton sized tarp, I guess. um, and there'll be smoke rolling out from underneath it. He's piloting it himself onto the field. There's no APCs, there's no other people, there's no music. And he'll stop and sort of make a gesture to push off the tarp, and the stone rhino. It's painted mostly black. It's got gold chain, really like heavy toe chain for mechs, painted all over it. And at places like the elbow and like the inside of the knee and like under the shoulders and stuff, there are a few links of gold chain. And on the front of the mech, he's got the emblem of the Black Warriors painted on it. And of note, all of the Smoke Jaguar unit insignia and stuff are still on the mech. And underneath the cockpit is a very visible line of Smoke Jaguar symbols and Jade Falcon symbols painted underneath both sides of the cockpit windows.
This motherfucker right here. Forgot about the Nova cats, but I'll let it pass. There's some cool cats, man.
And it'll be like that, the hazard stripe right above it, and his call sign chip is written as well. Very fighter jet style.
Okay. Chime simply walks her Turkina out onto the battlefield, and sententious, more useless posturing.
There's no reason. Adam doesn't key up at all.
If only I was using those clan wolf dice right now. Jade Falcon's doomed to the second place always. 8.
11.
All right. Pick your sides.
I'll come in from let's see, ranges.
I really do need to get that Galaxy Brain numbers GIF just ready to go all the time. Got you out, or she's got you outranged. Yeah. Better choose carefully. Also, well, you guys have the same level of maneuverability. Just what you want out of assault mechs. Really slow assault mechs walking up to each other and alpha striking.
I'm going to come in from the bottom.
Okay. I arrive.
Oh, I need a stone rhino token.
But let's just use this one, man. Getting that stone rhino token's ever.
I mean, I don't mind. It's up to you.
All right. Okay. I get it. Stone rhino. I'll bring the Night Star. Can I convince you to do that? Let me ask you, how many Gauss rifles is too many?
I mean, I did run on tabletop with an assault mech with 4 Gauss rifles.
You can get that 5 Gauss rifle Annihilator. Godzilla.
Let me just make sure this is, I think this is heavy woods. Yeah, it's heavy. Okay. That is where I will start.
Oh, that's how we're going to do it. The hex count on that. I'm reading 21.
I mean, I can't see you anyways. There's a height. There's a
But
height
I need
too.
to figure out how I'm moving. 8.
I also got an 8.
Where's your second +1 coming from?
Oh, this isn't a command mech. It's a 7.
Yep.
That's the Night Stars.
So I actually went. Never mind. I need a reroll. Yep, didn't need that. Go ahead, make your move.
I'm going to. Well, this will be an opportunity to learn about my opponent. I'm going to move by not moving.
Okay. Comes to here.
Okay. Oh, well. I don't think either of us can see each other to shoot. So.
Roll. 6.
7.
Okay. I finished my move.
I will jump to there.
Nine.
Can we still not see each other? Not actually sure that's
too
close.
high intervening frame between the two of you.
Okay.
Ooh. Oops. That one? All right.
I got an 8.
Okay, go ahead.
I will jump to there.
Okay. He has arrived. $11.
I got a 5.
Go ahead. That's your move?
Yep. With this level 2 hanging out right in the middle of firing lane. And what height
She's
are you
over
at?
it. She's over that.
On
Yep.
level 1?
Yep. There's no obstructing terrain between the two of you.
Okay. Well, that didn't work the way I thought it would.
Money looks just fine for her.
How many?
So let's get a quick look at the Turkina. Might notice that this mech is back pivoted, wide, massive. It just hunches down so that the bottom of the center pod is practically touching the ground. So it's super stable. It's like a compressed crab, and then it just fires all of its weapons at you. I think. Don't let me commit to that before I've checked to see if I'll instantly
I'm
explode.
okay with you being committed to that. Yeah.
Right, I do commit to it. I do commit to that. I guess we didn't get a look at the stone rhino, just in case anyone hasn't seen this before. It's literally just barrels attached to a fighter cockpit.
Yeah.
Like a wide ass F-22.
It looks really cool.
I don't think that's the original drawing, actually.
It's not the original.
Yeah, they
I prefer
definitely
this
updated
one.
them. Yeah, yeah, the original
Like
was not
most
so
of them,
good.
yeah.
Please take your shots.
Okay. Let's see. And you're in Heavy Woods. I need 9s to hit. We're 20 away. I'm going to fire Goss Goss, Pulse Pulse. Well then.
Practically falls out of the barrel.
I will spend a point of lucky to re-roll that gunnery.
Impossible.
And get the same thing. All right, so next Gauss rifle.
You sure you're not using the Jade Falcon dice?
Feels like it. Okay, that misses. That misses. And that misses. I really thought I don't know why I thought being on the height 1 was still going to let that height 2 protect me. So that was a really, really, really bad play.
She snapshots ERPPC to the left leg.
Okay.
And the other leg, right leg for 15.
Okay.
These Jade Falcon dice are hot right now. What happened? LBHC5. First one misses. Second one cluster hits. 10 on a 5 is 4 pellets. Left torso for 1.
Okay.
Through armor, center torso, critical.
Geez. Well, I guess I'll spend my glory on that.
We'll get to that in a sec. Well, let's check to see that there's even a critical first.
Okay.
Left torso and right arm.
Another left torso and right arm.
It is in fact a critical. So
yeah, I'll use my glory.
Do you have?
I do. Battle drill.
Yes. Okay. So you just spend the glory and you automatically succeed. You negate the critical.
Yeah.
Now that that's done, you can't do that again in this. So that first pellet hits you. As you know, glory rules state if you spend it, you have to tell me what you do to make it look glorious. This is how people will remember you in bar trivia. Hey, remember that one time when he?
I feel like after he lands his jump, he's gotten. It's been a while since he's piloted this thing, and he goes to turn to face, and he overcommits the turn because the thing is so sluggish. Because terrible quirks. So as the shot is trying to line up, he overshoots a little bit and swings a little bit to the side so it passes through the armor, doesn't hit anything important.
First LRM 15 misses. Second one hits with 5 missiles to the center torso. That will earn you a piloting skill roll.
I rolled my PSR after the second PPC.
Yeah.
Figured if you hit anything important, we'd modify it.
Sure.
Oh boy.
This Jade Falcon sits smugly atop her throne of trees, waiting for you to approach. It's almost as if when you did it, you suddenly opened the door to allow her to do it too. Yeah, her mech is steaming, by the way. She gained...
And the jump.
7 points of heat. Seven.
That is a 10.
All right. Let me get my Eric Vulgaris dice right here. Jade Falcon, big bird squatting right where it wants to be. LHF.
I also built 7 heat that round. It takes an extra point of movement to walk into depth 1, right?
Yes, and you can't run if you're doing that.
Yeah.
And you have to make a PSR. And if you have any exposed armor locations, they instantly breach.
Yeah, I'm not into that. Let's jump across the water.
Cut us off? Nope. Okay. Works for me. 1, 2, 3. 17 hexes. Then have to kick me. Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna let loose everything again. You have a unit of obscuring tree. 2 units of them, actually. I don't think they count. Don't worry, Battletech Senpais will crucify me if I'm wrong. I don't think they count because, oh, they do count because I'm not above them. They're at the same level as me. All right, so I have a +2 to hit you. 2 to trees. That's going to change my math. Okay, here are PPCs first. That's a hit. Left torso, 15. That is a miss.
You said left torso?
Yes.
Okay.
Cluster hits. 2 of them hit. One is left leg.
Okay.
Right leg.
Okay.
Second pack also hits. We will connect right arm.
Okay.
Center torso.
Okay.
Center torso.
Okay.
LRM pack 1 hits. 9 missiles. First 5 right leg. Sorry, right arm. Right arm.
Okay.
Second 4 are left arm. Second missile pack misses.
No. Past PSR. I'll fire the Gauss rifles.
Okay. Oh, your mech's looking just fine. I haven't gotten any major hits anywhere. The legs are starting to take more damage than I would think, though.
Yeah, they ate PPC, so.
Yeah, well, I eat PPCs for breakfast. Show me your hits, bro.
All right. Gauss. That's a hit. Finally. 15 damage, right leg.
Okay. Where? Was that a miss?
It is. I'm going to spend another point of lucky on the gunnery. Oh my god. No.
Crushing.
Okay.
It's brutal. I know what that's like.
Moving on with my life.
Come so far and yet to fail. Turns the legs to jelly. I build heat up to 11 and I get an 8 on my initiative.
All right. Well, I got a 3 on my initiative.
Okay, please go ahead.
And for the folks at home, one of the quirks for this mech is that I cannot run unless I spent the previous turn walking, because it is too big to move its own weight efficiently.
You chose this for yourself. You chose this life.
I did. I saw the picture and I had to have it. So
Jumps.
that breaks our line of sight.
Yep. She gonna dump that heat, bro.
Okay.
And with 2 you fucking show up at short range, it's gonna be so goddamn brutal.
It is. Yeah. Which is funny. This thing has all these long range weapons on it, but I have melee perks, which makes no sense. But I love it. So
I mean, you punch or kick in a 100-ton mech, it hurts like fuck. Might not be home, my god. For the folks listening at home while painting miniatures, that's a double one.
That's double ones twice in a
What's
row
it
for
like
initiative.
being unable to win initiative?
I don't know. I
wouldn't
watch your
know.
show.
I'm
I
never
see
in
it all
this
the time.
situation several times a day.
Well, I guess I'm moving then. Hmm.
Perfect. Success.
Yeah, it's going to be brutal. So I guess I will shoot first. I'm going to Goss Goss Pulse Pulse. Do I want to pulse pulse pulse? That's the real question. Since I have a small pulse laser in my head.
Command me, man.
Is it worth the heat?
Get one of those small ER pulse lasers.
You know what? I'm gonna Alpha Strike. Since we're here and we're gonna do this. Goss Goss, large pulse, small pulse. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's a hit. That roll would have been nice earlier. 15 damage right torso. Wow. Yeah, I'm spinning lucky on that.
Getting all these double ones
today.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'll be 15 damage left arm.
Left arm. Got it.
10 damage center torso. And 10 damage left torso. And I got to math this one real quick for my small pulse laser.
Oh, she's still standing easily.
Okay. And the small pulse laser hits. Center torso for 3 damage.
An insult to add to this injury. I mean, this is a clan assault mech at the highest weight class possible. Only the Direwolf is bigger. Omni-Mech, fresh off Jade Falcon production lines. And it levels all of its weapons at you and fires in short range. So, you know, good luck, I guess.
Yeah. We'll see if the dice gods will allow me to survive this round.
I will spend an edge to reroll that. Painful. So painful.
Oh.
To let this one walk away. Let me just redo my math real quick to be sure, because this would be character ending.
Yeah. I mean, I went into this with no surrender. That's real awkward.
Yes, you do get shot in the head. I didn't actually need to reroll it using edge. First time was also 6. You take 15 points of damage to the head.
Oh God.
You got a point of edge there?
I do. See, here's the thing that's awkward though. He's not going to want to surrender to this pilot.
No,
so
Kyle
he's not
Morgan this. Don't do it again. Not again. I can't lose another one.
Like I just don't see it being in character for him to
All right.
eject.
If you
I really
wanna,
don't.
if
It
you want to have
sucks
that
because I
big
don't want to
spoon
die,
moment,
but it's not. It's in character. He would not. He would refuse.
we get that moment of Adam Knight gritting his teeth, seeing a column of coruscating lightning coming towards him. It hits the cockpit, everything's in white, and we just get the anime white drawing outline where it's just white and black pencil everywhere. And you just go, "Is that you, Dad?" Before the whiteness just rolls over and evaporates everything. And when we cut back to reality, your mech is taking hits from more lightning, more missiles, tons of pellets, but all anyone can see is the rear camera and that melon-shaped hole where your cockpit should be, smoking out the back.
Well, the stable has a Night Star now. That was my stable mech.
Let me go write that down over here. Okay. Remove that from your personal mech inventory and put it back into the stables. We have a rickshaw. Oh, someone bought the rickshaw. I remember what the rickshaw was for. Rickshaws. They're so bad. They're like Mad Cats developed for garbage. I'm sorry to have killed you again, Kane.
It just sucks that it's like the edge was there, but there's no way in character he would accept that. Like he just refused to believe he's going to lose and watch it come in.
He disabled his ejection seat. That's what the referees are going to find in the aftermath of this incident. Yeah, I got to tell you, what happens is Chime just keeps walking forward with the Turkina and firing until there's nothing left of your mech. And then gives a speech about how the clans hate waste, but it would be more wasteful to allow this arrogant, flamboyant desecration of the clan way that has been in every way meant to antagonize her to continue on as it is. If she cannot claim it as Isorla under the laws of this planet, no one will. And so all that is left of this particular mech is a runny pile of endosteel.
All right.
Look, there are few to mourn you on this planet.
Yeah.
But I want you to know that a private ceremony is held by the prince of a certain periphery nation who pours out a whole bottle of thick, viscous wine over your gravestone and then goes out and has an all-night orgy in your honor. All right. Why don't you tell me what your next character is going to be like?
I have no idea.
Well, you have 2 weeks to figure it out. I'm sorry you died. Oh, man. I don't know. Listen, it's because you're always like, I just wouldn't eject. Yeah, that's why.
So
Can you
for this
imagine if Hunter
character, like,
said that? We'd be on Hunter 4 right now.
yeah, it's like this character. It's funny because both of the characters, like Kyle, would absolutely eject against anyone except becoming
Omega.
a slave to the clans against Omega. And for this, it's because he's fighting a clan pilot that there's no way that he could perceive himself losing to a clan pilot. He hates them so much.
Unfortunate. I'm looking forward to whatever you come up with next.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what the fans think about my next idea when
Your
I come
next
up with
idea should just be a clan pilot. You know that, right?
Oh god.
You've done Innersphere guy who joined the clans, Innersphere guy who hates the clans. Your options left are clan guy who joins the Innersphere or clan guy who hates the Innersphere. It's just a grid. You got to catch them all before season 3 ends. Oh my god. I'm imagining because Ro is already the clan weeb, right? He's already the guy that came to the Innersphere and he's like, oh man, Innersphere is so great. Guys, watashi wa Nihongo desu? Innersphere is so good. And that's him. He literally showed up in the Innersphere and was like, man, everything here is so much better than at home.
I've got a few things that I thought would be interesting, but I didn't put any real thought into it because I didn't think I was going to die, or at least not yet. So
I didn't think
need a
I
little
was
bit
going to die. Most people think that, by the way. It's a pretty normal thing to think.
so I hear. Well, audience, this will be a fun, like, yeah, I know we're watching all these matches. And wait, what?
Yeah, Gladiator
So,
chat is going to be on fire for this one. You know that, right?
I know.
Let's see. Will Seth vow to destroy Chime? Thank you. Yeah. Is
real
it
interesting.
a blood feud? Right? Like, does he care because you brushed him off? I don't know. We'll see.
You know what
We'll
else?
see.
You know what else is really fun for the people watching?
Yeah.
That Intel just died with me.
Oh my God, that's right. You took it to the grave. Unbelievable. Amazing. So when I issue this trial at the end of the season, everyone's going to be Pikachu faced in character.
Yeah. How do they know so much? If only somebody told us.
They have incredibly detailed information about our mechs down to the serial code numbers and who worked on them last night. How could they know this? We must have a traitor. All right. Ken, you got anything going on when you're not Solaris Nightsing that you'd like to share?
My internet presence exists on AP's channel.
That's true.
If you wish to find me or talk to me, you will need to be on AP's channel.
I even tell the people, like I always do, like tomorrow, comma, something about the match that could seem prophetic, but usually is also ironic. What could I say about this match? The ending is unexpected.
Let's see.
One mech is totally destroyed.
Decisions were made.
Ooh, you could say that about almost any match, but
yeah.
Ooh. Oh no! For the irony, I could say tomorrow intel is gathered.
Oh yeah, no, that'd be great.
Yep, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him with that. Perfect.
I'll message you soon with an idea so we can figure things out.
Awesome. Of course. That's it for us. When's the next episode of the show? I'm recording with Varen on Saturday, so Sunday afternoon. That's Halloween. You'll get a new episode. Enjoy it.
You know what's also kind of funny
yourselves.
is we went almost 2 hours on a very short combat match with this character who had very little going on until this.
I know.
This
Most
episode.
of it was RP with Osmond.
Yeah.
Roaming around doing Jade Falcon stuff, I guess. All right. I just got more messages about this. I mean, you're in Gladiator Stable chat too, so I can't keep doing this, man. Everyone wants to talk to me at this particular time of night.
Right.
All right, I'm
in the
hitting the end
Gladiator
button
Hall.
now.